Alright guys, we're back here with Nicole in Yakima, Washington. How's it going, Nicole?
It's all right.
How's
Cold.
your day been?
Cold.
For sure.
Yeah.
So before the interview, you mentioned that a friend of yours had actually passed away.
Yeah.
From an overdose.
Yeah.
What'd they pass away from?
Well, the fentanyl powder, cause it's so strong, you know.
For sure. It's
Yeah.
taken over, huh?
Yeah. Well, it takes like 1 grain of salt to actually kill an average sized man, you know. It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow. How many people that hang out around this area would you say have overdosed recently?
Oh, so many, you know. It's crazy. Like it's the devil's candy, you know.
For sure.
It's not something to play with, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've been told that nobody really does the blues anymore, you know?
No, the fentanyl powder's taking over, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
33.
And before the interview, you mentioned you're from Sunnyside, right?
Yeah.
What brought you from Sunnyside to Yakima?
Well, after I graduated high school, I was in a foster home from when I was 8 till I was 18. And after you get out of the system, they kick you out, you know? So, like, I was supposed to go to college and stuff, but, like, they threw me out kind of to the wolves, kind of, you know? And so I've just been winging it ever since, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
And so pretty much since you were 18, you've been out here in the struggle?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's a while.
Yeah.
How have you seen in that time homelessness change, if any?
Oh, a lot. Like, it's not even the same that it used to be, you know, like even 6 years ago, you know? The mission even, you can't even go, like, to the mission really, you know what I mean? They, like, search you like you're going to jail, you know? Like, they put you through metal detectors. You can't even bring your own bags in, you know? It's crazy. Like, you can't bring your own blankets or anything. They don't even want to give us clothes and stuff. They tell them to take it to the thrift store. Some lady was bringing a homeless dude that didn't have a coat on, a blanket, and the lady yelled at her for doing that and said, what are you doing? If you want to donate anything, you got to bring it to our thrift store so they could sell it to people. You know what I mean? Selling a shirt that's used, donated for like $6. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, that's crazy. And then they'll recycle our stuff if it's left, like, outside of our bin, and they'll take it to their store and they recycle it. They take it to their store and they resell it, you know? It's crazy, you know?
Wow. You know, you're not the first person to tell me that. It's pretty incredible to hear that from multiple people, you know? What's like the biggest thing that stands out to you from what you've seen out here in the streets? The dangers that you've seen?
Oh, man, well, the struggle is real, you know what I mean? Like, we're all out here, everybody's playing for themselves, you know? It's every man for themselves, pretty much, you know? Now, especially since COVID, you know, like people just drive past here and then like, or like people drive down here just to throw eggs at us or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up. Like, people just look at us and they look the other way, you know what I mean? Like, they try to ignore it, but it's real. We're really here and we're out here really struggling, you know what I mean? Like, trying to survive every day, you know? Like, it's hard, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Why would people go out of their way?
I don't know. It's just cruel, you know? It's fucked up, you know?
Where'd you stay last night?
Outside.
Where at?
I just walked around, you know?
When was the last time you slept?
A couple days ago.
How do you feel that's impacting your mental state of mind currently?
It's kind of difficult, you know? Like, I'm trying to do something better with myself. I've been going to school online, you know?
That's good.
So, like, but it's hard, you know? But people still, like, tell me, oh, yeah, she ain't gonna complete that, you know? Like, because I've been out here so long, you know what I mean? Like, so to do something positive is, like, different from, you know? But, like, people don't even, like, they hate to see people on top, you know what I mean? And, like, people that do actually come above it and, like, you know, like, actually do change their lives, you know? Like, they look back on people like me, you know, and, like, they don't know what it's like to be, you know, where we're at when they're just in our situation, just, like, you know? But I don't know. It's cool, you know?
Do you have any children?
Yeah, I got 3 boys and my daughter passed away.
Why did your daughter pass away?
I was 7 months pregnant and she was born with anencephaly. And so they're born with half a brain and half a skull, you know? It happens 1 in every 1,000 births, born Hispanic women, they don't know why, you know? And but she was alive for an hour and a half, you know, and then she passed away.
Wow.
Yeah, my first baby's dad passed away too. He overdosed on heroin and fentanyl in a McDonald's bathroom.
Wow, you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Ever so often, like, everybody has a struggle they go through, right?
Yeah.
But ever so often I interview somebody that just I'm like, oh my God, this person's been through a lot.
Yeah.
How do you do it to try to stay positive and motivated being through everything that you've been through?
I just thank God that He lets me wake up every day, or lets me even like see another day. You know what I mean? I just pray that He lets me be better than what I was the day before. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to be a better person. You know, I fall back, you know, sometimes. You know, but like I try to keep positive. You know what I mean? Like, cause like even at the like during the darkest times, you know, there's usually an end. You know, like even like during this, there's something positive. There's something that I'm supposed to learn from going through what I'm going through, you know, maybe to help somebody else, you know, like, I don't know.
And who currently has your children?
My baby's dad who passed away, his parents.
Oh, his parents?
Yeah.
Do you get to see them often?
Well, when my daughter passed away, like, I just fell into a really big depression. And, I don't know, like, I'm not even going to front and act like I have, because I haven't, you know, like.
Yeah. What short-term goals do you have to be able to get to see them?
Just I can't go see them when I'm high, you know, like,
For sure.
you know. But when you're doing the fentanyl, like, it's hard because you get sick when you don't have it, you know.
Yeah. Have you switched over to the fentanyl powder?
Yeah.
Man. How often do you do it?
Every day.
How many? Well, it's not the pills, right?
No.
It's the powder.
It's the powder, yeah.
Dang, how many times have you overdosed?
I've never overdosed, thank God. On heroin, because I did heroin for 10 years. I shot heroin for 10 years, you know. And thank God I haven't done it. I touched the needle in 4 years, you know.
Yeah.
But I started doing the blues, and then, like, that wasn't enough, you know. So I started doing the powder, you know.
So it sounds like heroin was what everybody was doing, and then it switched
Yeah.
over to fentanyl.
Yeah.
And now it's fentanyl powder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, the fentanyl kicked the heroin out the dope game completely, you know. Like,
that's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from what I've heard. Wow. Yeah. It's just crazy everything you told me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What kinds of things do you have to do to stay warm out here? You know, to not get frostbite. Because like Alexis, for example, has really bad frostbite right now in her legs to the point where she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
What do you do to make sure that doesn't happen to you, where you get frostbite like that?
Well, I keep walking, you know. Like like if you sit still, like, you know what I mean. Your body like cools, like your body stays warmer if you walk around. You know what I mean. You gotta.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get your blood flowing.
It's like
you know what I
exercise.
mean? Yeah, you got to get your blood flowing. You know what I mean? But it helps a little bit. You know what I mean? But still, it's been hella cold out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, with the poles shifting and shit. You know, like I don't know. It's crazy. Like our world is like, you know, like the end is here. Like God's, you know what I mean? Like the end's really here. You know what I mean? Like, and people aren't even really caring. Like I sit here and I talk about it. People are like, oh yeah, she's crazy. You know, no, I'm not crazy. Like, you know, it's in the news. You know, like our world's changing. You know, and like. But people just want to, like, just throw us under the rug and act like we're not here, but we're really here, you know what I mean? And, like, we matter too, you know, like.
Hey, what message do you have for the youth about homelessness?
Well, instead of just, like, making fun of people that are like that, you know what I mean? Because you never know. Like, God says, like, He could put, like, a homeless person on the corner or whatever, and just to test your heart, just to see where you're at, you know what I mean? And ask you for a little simple change or whatever, you know what I mean? Just to test, you know what I mean, who you are inside, you know what I mean? Just don't look past them, like, because everybody has a story, you know what I mean? Like, and anybody could be here at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, but just love one another, you know, and just be there, you know what I mean? Like,
what message do you have for the young child going through a struggle that's in foster care?
Oh, man. Keep your head up, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's hard, you know what I mean? And especially a lot of us are scared when we turn 18. We don't know what we're going to do, you know what I mean? So, like, I mean, just keep your head up, you know what I mean? Like, just don't do as I did and just, like, go run the streets and you know, like, run amok and stuff, you know? Just try to keep doing positive things, go to school, you know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
you know?
What message do you have for family, friends, if they end up seeing this video?
That I love you, and, like, I always think about you guys, you know? And I'm sorry that I couldn't be, like, I'm struggling, you know? Like, I'm sorry.
I really appreciate your time, man. Would you be okay with doing a follow-up interview in the future?
Yeah.
And would you be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you, man.
Yep.